Critchley is a Democratic strategist, and he joins us now live from Monterey in California. Spencer, thank you very much for coming on the News Hour. These suspended journalists all seem to have been tweeting about Elon Jet, that's the account that tracked his private jet, or they've been tweeting about Twitter's competitor Mastodon. So nothing illegal in that. Has Twitter or Elon Musk offered a satisfactory explanation about why these accounts have been suspended?
Not at all, and I don't think Elon Musk is capable of offering a satisfactory explanation. Last evening, I happened to be part of a Twitter Spaces audio discussion that was set up by several journalists, including many of the ones concerned in this story. And Elon Musk actually joined that conversation very briefly and had these questions put to him about whether this was at all consistent with his stated beliefs in free speech. And he bailed out of the discussion after 2 or 3 questions, giving very unsatisfactory answers, which betray, I think, his complete lack of understanding of the issues of free speech. I think his behavior really is just classic authoritarianism, which we seem to be seeing a resurgence of around the world. And as I'm not the first to observe, the behavior of an authoritarian leader maps very closely to the behavior of a small child who's not used to having his momentary impulses and urges denied.
So that means to say that Elon Musk can say one thing about free speech, that he has a commitment to it, and then essentially change the rules and play by whatever rules that he likes.
Yeah, he basically seems to redefine the rules of the game from one moment to the next, depending on how things look to him. And this is also typical, unfortunately, of a lot of what we call tech bros in the United States, successful Silicon Valley executives who often have a background either in engineering or in business and finance. And they make the common mistake of thinking that their demonstrable expertise in one domain means that they're experts about everything. And they assume that if they look at a hard problem like free speech and the answer to it seems easy to them, that must mean that they're brilliant. And they don't realize that what it probably actually means is the problem looks easy to them because they don't understand the problem. And that is absolutely true demonstrably of Elon Musk. And as I say, he seems to also keep just resorting to assuming that all of reality should match his momentary opinion of it, which again maps very closely to the approach to the world of a small child. And we see this with other authoritarians, notably Donald Trump, whose behavior is very much as if he's arrested at the developmental stage of about a 5 or 6-year-old.
I'd like to ask you about the wider picture with Elon Musk and Twitter, Spencer, because ever since he made a bid to buy the company and then tried to back out of it, there's been an air of mystery about why he actually wants to acquire Twitter. He has done that now. He's been forced to. It's led to detrimental effects on the share prices of his other companies. And now we've seen these latest developments. Do you think there is some sort of grand plan that at some point we will be let in on?
No, it looks a lot more to me like some kind of psychological meltdown. And I'm sincere when I say that I think we should be concerned, for his emotional health. I'm not saying that to be a concern troll, as the phrase goes. I'm seriously am wondering if he's going through some kind of crisis, and I hope there are people close to him who might be able to have some kind of influence on helping him see how much destruction he's doing to himself. But we all have to be concerned about it, aside from feeling compassion for whatever he's going through, because he is so enormously powerful. He can do great damage. I don't see any sort of master plan. I see repeated, obvious, predictable failures, like the blue check marks. I was one of millions of voices warning him this is not going to work, and for obvious reasons. And he continues to betray, as I say, a basic lack of understanding of the difficult issue of free speech. He also seems to not understand how free markets work either, because he punishes advertisers on his privately owned platform who use their privately owned companies to choose not to advertise there. This is all the way the free market actually works. This is free market 101. He seems not to understand that, and he confuses that with the First Amendment issues, and it's all just a complete muddle.
I mean, regardless of some of the implications of all that, it is fascinating to watch it play out. Spencer Critchley, we thank you very much indeed for joining us from California there, a Democratic strategist and communications consultant. Appreciate that.